Welcome to the Ocean of His Words channel, where each week we immerse ourselves in the ocean of the words of God and discover the pearls of wisdom hidden in its depths. Join us for meaningful conversations about selections of writings from the Baha'i Faith and other religions. In each discussion, we consider the creative power of the words of God and explore how they can change us and the world around us for the betterment of all. We invite all sincere seekers of spiritual truth to participate in their own meaningful conversations and experience for themselves the transformative power of the words of God. In this session, we'll introduce our channel and preview our next session. So let's introduce ourselves. I'm Joe Goldstein.
I'm Harry Madray.
And I'm Dan Ray, and we're all three members of the Baha'i community in Statesboro, Georgia. Joe, let's look at the purpose of this channel, the Ocean of His Words channel.
Immerse yourselves in the ocean of my words, that ye may unravel its secrets and discover all the pearls of wisdom that lie hid in its depths. Baha'u'llah.
Thanks, Hari. This is a very well-known verse by Baha'u'llah to describe uh, the relationship that we have as believers with his divinely revealed word, that his words from inspired by God are like an ocean, and we should immerse ourselves within this ocean of his words so that we can explore the deeper meaning of those words and uncover secrets within it, perhaps, or pearls of wisdom that may not have been apparent to us at first.
Like you said, we are explorers. We are discovering these pearls of wisdom. We're not passive recipients. We are active participants in this discovery process. Let's look at what Baha'u'llah says about the Word of God.
The word of God is the king of words, and its pervasive influence is incalculable. The word is the master key for the whole world. Through its potency, the doors of the hearts of men, which in reality are the doors of heaven, are unlocked. It is an ocean inexhaustible in riches, comprehending all things. Baha'u'llah.
Thank you, Hari. Well, the word of God is special. It's not like other words. You may have a writer that you like very much, like Shakespeare, for example, and their words may have a special power and influence, but this is on a different level. This is a different type of power and influence. In fact, he compares the word to a master key. But what does it unlock? It unlocks the hearts of men. And what are the hearts of men? Well, they are in reality the doors of heaven. And this key, his word, unlocks it. And through that opening, we have access to an ocean inexhaustible in riches, comprehending all things. So these riches, they're not material riches like money, for example, or material possessions, but spiritual riches.
As you said, Joe, it's a master key for opening our hearts and changing our character, changing our behavior. And so it's a transformative influence. It's the creative word. It has the power to recreate us. Let's see what Baha'u'llah says about the multiple meanings of the word of God.
We speak one word, and by it we intend 170 meanings. Baha'u'llah.
Yes, so Baha'u'llah is indicating to us here that there isn't always necessarily just one definitive interpretation of any of his verses. There can be multiple or perhaps almost infinite numbers of valid reflections and interpretations on their deeper meaning. And anybody Baha'i who is uh, sincerely and devotedly studied these writings can attest to that fact.
And as you said, Joe, and what it means to me might be different from what it means to you. And what it meant to me last year might be different this year as we gain new experience from the Word of God. And so there's multiple meanings. Let's look at the specific objectives for this channel on the ocean of His Word.
Thanks, Dan. Well, in each of our video sessions, our objective is to study the Baha'i writings, a particular selection of the Baha'i writings. And since we only have between 10 and 15 minutes, we're not going to study a large selection of text, but that text will be referenced in our video session description. So if you're looking for a particular verse, you should be able to find it fairly easily. Throughout each video session, we will engage in meaning conversations with one another. So this interplay between different perspectives on the meaning of the text enriches all the participants, and we would encourage you to do your own meaningful conversations on your selected verses on your own time. And through this conversation, we deepen our understanding of the verses that we're reading, because two heads, I think in this case, are always better than one. Through this exchange of diversity and perspectives, we mutually enrich each other's understandings. There are times when the verse that we are reading has an authoritative interpretation. So, for example, perhaps the word of Baha'u'llah has a verse that his son, Abdul Baha, an authoritative interpreter, has provided an authoritative interpretation for, or Shoghi Effendi, Abdul Baha's grandson, has also interpreted, or perhaps there has been an interpretation given by the Universal House of Justice. And when that is relevant to the verses that we are studying, we will make mention of that. This process allows us to also relate the Baha'i writings to other scriptures. The Baha'i faith does not exist in a vacuum. The founders of the faith came from a Muslim background. Islam originated from the Jewish and the Christian religious traditions. So there's always this interrelatedness between the various scriptural traditions and the writings of the Baha'i faith.
As you mentioned, Joe, this study will be an active study, and it will be conducted through having an engaging conversation with each other. And hopefully, as we discuss and as we have dialogue about the meaning of this verse or this virtue, or whatever the focus topic might be, we'll come to a deeper understanding, and we'll share that understanding with each other. So let's go on and look at a few more objectives for the study of the Word of God.
Thanks, Dan. We are going to share what these verses mean to us personally. And we feel this is important because if you're just reading a verse, but you're not applying it to your own personal life or your own way of looking at the world, then it's just kind of an empty exercise. So we like to share these reflections on the verses with one another. We also think about how they apply or can potentially apply to our personal lives or to our understanding of the wider world, the greater spiritual realities. And this study that we're doing in these sessions is, you might look at it as a snapshot of a lifelong learning process that all of us can participate in when we get together and we consult and reflect upon the meaning of the verses of God. Even though we've emphasized the importance of personal reflection, at the same time, we must make clear that our personal interpretations are never the official position of the Baha'i faith on any particular matter. So again, our impressions, as valuable as they are to us, they do not represent the official position of the Baha'i faith.
I agree with you, Joe, that the real focus here is on, can this be applied personally? Can I take the Word of God and allow it to transform me? Can I use it and make it useful in my own everyday life? Can it help me to relate to other people in a more loving way, in a more knowledgeable way? That will be the test of, have I learned it? Let's look now at our first topic of focus study, the Hidden Words series.
The hidden words is a treasury of divine mysteries. When thou ponderest its contents, the doors of the mysteries will open. Abdul Baha. If thou dost conduct thyself in accordance with the hidden words, thou shalt become a torch of the fire of the love of God, an embodiment of humility, of lowliness, of evanescence, and of selflessness. Abdul Baha.
And thank you, Hari. Yeah, so as Hari read, the hidden words is a treasury. And if we read it carefully and reflect deeply on its meaning, the doors of mysteries will open to us. So we'll have a deeper understanding of spiritual realities. And then Abdul Baha goes on to say that if we, I'm paraphrasing, but if we use the hidden words as a kind of a guide to direct our lives, our actions, then we will become a torch of fire for the love of God, an embodiment of humility, of lowliness, of evanescence, and of selflessness. In other words, we'll acquire these spiritual qualities that will transform our character. So that's pretty powerful stuff if you think about it. Read this little book because it's not a very large book. Familiarize yourself deeply with its contents, and it will profoundly transform you spiritually if you allow it to.
I just like to summarize what we've gone over. We've talked about what is the purpose of the Ocean of His Words channel? What are the objectives? Why are we here? We're diving into the Word of God, and we're trying to discover those pearls of wisdom. And it'll be short 10 to 15-minute dives. And we'll be doing that through conversation, through interaction with each other. And hopefully that will stimulate the listener to participate in the dialogue, also in the discussion in the comment section. So, Joe, why don't you wrap it up for us?
Thanks, Dan. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Ocean of His Words channel. We hope you found this video useful and stimulating. We encourage you to subscribe to this channel and participate in the comments section below. Let's all continue to immerse ourselves in the ocean of His words so that we may unravel its secrets and discover more pearls of wisdom hidden in its depths. Till next time, take care.